What's up, everybody? I wanted to talk about a really something I was just saying, thinking about, and writing, and just chilling, just processing. And I was thinking about weapon classes and how Genshin, for one, can make new weapon classes that are super engaging, or add more characters to said weapon classes and make them even funner. So first part of this video, I'm going to rank how I feel and talk about how I feel about the current weapon classes and rank them and tell you where I think they sit currently and how fun and enjoyable are they looks wise and play wise. So and then the second part, I'm going to talk about new weapons and what I think they can go from here. So first of all, I just want to say this is my opinion. This is how I feel. This is my feelings, and this is, my list. If you disagree, congratulations, you have an opinion. You think for yourself. I just, congratulations. But, for real, let's start, and, yeah. So, first, let's just get this out of the way. We're gonna go 5 and then to 1, if that makes sense. Because I think there's 5 right now. So, the worst, and I think the one I dislike the most playing, is Sword. And if you actually go into the menu, not this one, but if you actually go into the archive, actually I got a character archive. Sorry, I messed up. But if you sort this, wait, can you not? Oh, filter. Here we go. We look at our sword users. We have about 8. Yeah, 8. And each sword user, I think, like, don't get me wrong, all these characters are great in some form or fashion. Jean heals, Chi-Chi heals, Ching DPS, Albedo support, Kaya DPS, Cho support. All these characters and Bennett support. All these characters are great in their own ways for their abilities. Playing them, playing them and swinging them. Of course, you see, I don't have these 5-stars there, so I can't tell you how these 5-stars play, right? But I think I haven't tested them yet. But for the characters that are there, and wait, there's actually more characters I think, because Traveler supposed to be here. The Traveler's supposed to be here. Well, the Traveler's supposed to be here, but like, I don't know why the Traveler's not. I'm not even gonna question that, but when it comes to sword users, I feel as if like they're not fun, right? I know like Ayaka and Kazuya and is his name? I don't know how to say his name, but I know the like new characters are coming out, right? But as it sits right now, I think Sword is just boring. I think Sword is just truly just boring and annoying. Well, not annoying, but like I mean, like they're just not. It's just not fun to play, you know. And so I think it's at 5, right? I think after that is Catalyst, and funny thing, I'm running long. But when it comes to Catalyst users, there's a lot of them. Dang, Mona and D, of course. But I feel like the issue with Catalyst comes down to the gameplay and not the abilities of any of these characters. It's just simply the gameplay, which boils down to mash circle or mash whatever your attack button is. Literally just mash it, mash it, mash it until you murder something. And in domains, I found that whenever I'm playing with characters like Barbara or my Sucrose or Yanfei, I'm like just circle, 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 more circles. You know what I mean? And it's just like for me, it's just not fun. Like, it's not bad, right? Like, for example, Yanfei, like, when you have a good rotation with Yanfei and you're just seeing 3-3 and these big damage numbers, it's fun as hell. Don't get me wrong. But it's not like I'm eagerly, like, waiting for a Catalyst user, if that makes sense. That's just my opinion. Then we have, after that, I think, Bo. And I feel as if a lot of people would say, I remember at the beginning of the game, a lot of people did say this, Bo sucks. Oh, Bo is trash. I hate Bo. And I think with the release of Ganyu and Child, and then Diona as a support, Bo has went from these three alone, and just being, boring to play and pretty niche, to pretty much widespread. Even if you don't like bows, you have probably Tartaglia. If you do like bows, you probably have Ganyu, and you definitely got Diona because she's from the new event. But it's like simply, I found my love for bows through Ganyu and Amber. I've built Fizz Amber and oh wait, this is not my Amber. But I built Fizz Amber, and I truly think like Bo is fun because it's just there's so much diversity within, you know, the way you play. You can play with charged attacks. You can have people like Child who plays with switching of stances, right? You have Fizz Machine, Official. You have yeah, I don't know what they even call Venti. Venti's Venti. Literally, Venti gets his own tag. Venti. Like his own special tag, just Venti. And then you have Diona, who's mainly support. You're never going to play main DPS. But, you have diversity and you have difference in each character in this, what's the name? And you have different, ways to play bow users. Like, you can't really be far away with bow users. You have to actually be up there because I wouldn't call it bullet drop off because it's arrow, but if you're just doing normal attacks, it'll just start falling. And then, I mean, unless you're running sniper builds. Or, but basically you have the choice. You want to be a sniper or a shotgun. Get in their face, or no, don't get in their face. Shoot from afar. Up to you. But then we have... Claymore. I almost clicked. I did click Claymore. Polearm. Within I think polearms have just been skyrocketing. Polearms are on their way to being almost best. Because you have, first you had only Xiangling, right? Only Xiangling. And it was the polearms were just boring. They were, really just nothing else because Xiangling. Then Zhongli came out. But it was also just the same stuff. Then Zhao. And Zhao was the polearm character, I think, that really made people go, okay, polearms could be cool. Then Hu Tao. Now Rosaria. And I think polearm is getting filled out. And yes, we only have 5 characters for polearms yet. But I think polearm users are just, every polearm user is good in some fashion. Every polearm user. I've test run Zhongli. So, I can't speak, as an owner of Zhongli, but I can't speak as someone who's test run him. He's fun as hell. His attack animations are good. And it's he is just a solid built character. Hu Tao, I'm not going to say I have her, because I don't, but the things I've seen that lady do. And then Rosaria is Fizz Queen. Well, that's about to be Eula, but, she had her time on top. But yeah, I think, polearm users are just well-rounded right now, but let's get to number 1, which is Claymore characters. Which shouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean? It shouldn't really be surprising. Claymore characters are, I think, these, the characters that most people really, I think, used to play. Not anymore. D-Luke has really kind of, D-Luke's still good. I don't have him built. I didn't really even go for D-Luke. But I do plan on building him one day because I do like D-Luke and I do like Claymore users. I did build Beto. I built the hell out of Beto. And I played the hell out of Beto. I'm working on Chung Yun, and then I am building... I do have Noel built and I have Shinyan built. But, I think what makes Claymore characters so good is simply the way a Claymore swings. It feels heavy. It feels actiony, and I think those people who love like getting in there and being these big bulky people throwing around their weapons, it makes you feel anime as fuck. Like, to be honest, it makes you feel really anime. Like, it makes you feel strong. Like being like someone like Noelle and just throwing around a huge claymore, and then Beto. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. But Beto, she kicks hers. So it's like Claymore. The feel of Claymore is just really good, and then you have people like healers. You have a whole. I didn't even click again, but you have Noelle, who's a healer. You have Chungyun, who's a support. You have physical DPSs like Eula and Razor, and then you have Shinyan and Beto. And Shinyan is, I say Fizz too. Claymores are fucking amazing and fun as hell, and I love them. And I think everyone else in the game will say Claymores are really good and probably like the best to play with. But now that I've said my feelings on all of them, and I've said how I feel, I want to talk about like some like other weapons I think could come to the game and be even funner. First of all, gauntlets. Like a gauntlet-esque weapon. I play a lot of this game called Dauntless, this other free-to-play game, right? Which is like a Monster Hunter-esque game. And my favorite weapons in that game, in any game, are fist weapons, because it makes you feel like you're really in the action now. Like, yes, swinging around a big sword is fun and all, but like truly being in the action and being there and actually using your fists to beat enemies is amazing. Another one I would love to see is maybe like go. You could probably go like maybe a Monster Hunter route where it's like maybe you don't have just universal weapons like just one sword. You have like multiple swords. Kind of what claymores are, bigger swords basically that use two hands. But maybe you have like long swords, right? Like these long, skinny-esque swords, but yet they actually do take two hands, but they move faster than claymores, but slower than normal swords. You know what I mean? Things like that. You can do things like that, or you can do like nunchucks. You can do. You can do staffs. Maybe staffs. Maybe like you do a lot of things. I feel like. But mainly thing I want is gauntlets. Gauntlets would be fun as hell. Like, I think the way gauntlets could work is really cool. And I think it would give a little bit more like rapid pace, like high speed action. Because right now in Genshin, everything like everyone's attack animations feel a little bit slow to me. There's not many characters who move like that. That's why I kind of like Zhao, because Zhao actually like moves super fast. But I think Scythe. Oh, I almost died. Scythe. Scythes? Whoo! Scythes would be cool. Swinging around cool scythes. Or maybe even at one point, I don't know if they do that. Like, maybe use guns, like, because of Conria. Conria? Like, maybe if we have people who come from Conria, we can have, like, guns or, like, futuristic things. Maybe. Collabs, maybe. I don't know. But I think I'm gonna end the video there. I just wanted to talk about I just wanted to talk about weapon classes and weapons because I don't see many people talking about it, and it's something that I love to talk about. I love speculating and talking about like things that could happen and these cool, ideas just to get them out there. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's just gonna be for me. If you liked, like. If you didn't like the video, tell me why. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Nice. But if you liked, like. If you didn't, comment why. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna be making more videos. I finally got a new controller and ready to make more content, and I'm ready to get back into this YouTube shit. But yeah, I'm gonna be making Guilty Gear videos about the beta and when that comes out, so stay tuned for that. That's all for now. Peace. Love you.